Back over to Big Ten country for game number 8 here, and USC is traveling over to Champaign, Illinois to take on the Fighting Illini. And USC is a 6.5-point road dog, total of 59.5 on this. It's 11 a.m. Central Time, God's time zone, on Fox. Big noon kick is going to be there, and Illinois is going to have to come into this after just freshly getting their brains beat in by Indiana last week. And I am talking 63-10 was a complete debacle. And I will go ahead and tell you, like, my stats, my power rating has USC by 5.5. My projected stat spread has USC by 13. USC is insanely efficient on offense. They are so smooth. I watched that whole game against Michigan State. I went back and watched some of the other games that they played earlier. They make everything look easy on offense. I mean, it is wild to see. Now, they have played the number 109 current strength of schedule, but Illinois has played the number 100 current strength of schedule. Duke has not been very good, and Illinois, honestly, stats-wise, probably should have lost that game. 5 turnovers is a lot. You know, they did what they were supposed to do when somebody gives you the ball 5 times. LSU did not do that against Florida. So there is something to say for that. But Indiana just bashed them and bashed them. I mean, it was atrocious. Here is my issue with this. Okay, before we get into trends and everything else. USC they just don't cover the spread when they travel to different time zones. I believe they're now 0-14 or 1-14 in the last 15 after they did not cover when they came over to Purdue. And now it's a body clock game. Because you're talking about a noon Eastern kick. Well, that's 9 a.m. body clock for USC. And this is the strongest opponent that USC has played to date. Now, granted, they're getting them when they're limping in, so that helps. The total on this is 58.5. My total on it is like 72. Probably going to stay away from that. But the only reason is because I don't know what USC is going to look like early. A 9 a.m. body clock game sucks. Like, that sucks. Oh, here we go. Since 2013, USC 1-13 straight up and against the spread in the Eastern or Central time zones. That's ridiculous. Under Lincoln Riley, USC is 5-11 against the spread on the road. So that is something to pay attention to as well. Illinois, one of the big issues here, defensive success rate for Illinois, number 125 passing success allowed. They are pretty good against the run. And USC is really good running the ball. Number 9 in PPA per rush, number 2 in yards per rush. They're number 1 in rushing success rate. They're not super explosive, but part of that's because they can get 7 yards every time they run the football. So you don't have to break off long ones. They're number 1 in offensive line yards. Illinois is number 64 in offensive line yards allowed. As far as passing the ball, though, that's an issue for Illinois. Number 120 in PPA allowed per pass. They had DBs dropping like flies in that Indiana game, especially early. And it just, I mean, Fernando Mendoza, what was he, 18 of 20 passing with 5 touchdowns? I mean, that was crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm not going to spend long on this because I don't feel good about any of it. I don't know what the numbers mean. Yes, USC got a good win over Michigan State. They turned the ball over once. Let's look at turnovers. Number 20 in turnover margin. Illinois, number 13. So both of these pretty good at taking care of the football. Penalties per game, Illinois, number 41. USC is number 99. So that is something that we could see be a big part of this game. Opponent first downs by penalty. USC is number 130. So they give up a lot of first downs to opponents by penalties. But, man, when you look at 5 factors, like number 12 for USC, number 35 for Illinois, you start looking at first half point margin, number 4 for USC, now number 91 for Illinois. this is because of the time, because of where the game is, all of that. I'm staying away from it, but for show purposes, I'm getting USC at under a touchdown. I'll take USC. Road favorite, I know. Body clock game, I know. I think USC is way better, way more talented. I think Lincoln Riley's got the ship fixed. It's floating in the right direction now. Overall talent rank, by the way, USC number 19, Illinois number 46. Yeah, I'm going to go USC here. USC minus 6.5. Give me the fighting Lincoln Rileys to take down Brett Bielema. They are banged up after last week. USC heading in the right direction. I expect good things. Give me USC.